Yo, Flimmer, what up?
What up, my nigga? What's poppin'?
Man, awareness that come from in our background.
Yeah, probably next door now. For sure.
You know. Yeah, man, me there, man,
Yeah.
on a Thursday, you see it. Me just not too long see a picture of Zion dog.
Yeah, me see, me say must have shed 25,
Yeah,
25,
25 pound
25
of
pound
fat.
of fat
Yeah, and put on like 10 pound of
and
muscle.
gain 10 muscle.
Yeah, man,
You
the
see me?
man. Problems I know you. From
But
tell you
look
the
to see
man
what
name, you
go
know,
on cause
Zion. Zion come to take over, brother. Trust me, man. Bigger than LeBron James, I'm sure.
might make you run hate you for life with the youth.
I just facts for attack, you know that. Just facts for attack.
I think what them push for make the playoff so
Mm-hmm.
them can have the LeBron, not even LeBron, the Pelican Lakers match there for the first round. You
Yeah,
see
that
me?
can go on,
And
yeah.
try set him up for get rookie of the year. But when I think they can take
Him
rookie.
wanna get rookie of the year over Jamaran. That just not gonna work.
Eh,
Yo, Barnes,
that
what
me just
about?
I just say.
Can't work.
Big up, bro. Big up. What's up, bro? Yeah,
Yeah,
they
man.
get one of them team there.
You can't see the people in that chat.
Oh, me no.
You can't see. You're supposed to. I don't know what one. You sure?
Me not see nothing in the chat. Me not see no chat.
O'Neal,
Fair.
pick up yourself, my general. Pick up yourself.
O'Neal,
Okay, I know.
O'Neal Morgan, salute my general. Big up yourself. You
Yeah.
see me?
What gear is him going to
One year
finish
the
a
fight.
meeting?
1 year them have to say, yeah, I'm gonna finish a meeting. You see me?
Okay. Hold on. It look like him reach back.
But
Wow, go on.
make
What
a
up? What up?
I'm there.
a murder,
I wanna talk about cause
a murder.
No,
may I
it's not.
tell you.
I tell him, say
Eh,
Zion come to take over, man. The man mean business, youth.
Yeah, me see,
mm,
read the article my talk say him rip on him like him shed some pound and put on some muscle.
Like 25 pound of
yeah,
fat,
man.
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo,
And 10 pound of muscle.
yo, you can know somebody who come for dominating and these are things they look at in a will hard.
Yeah.
The
Yo,
man that take the
how name
COVID
will I?
time. Sorry, Willie London.
I pray. Who a person, man?
Willie London. So,
We don't know who the man
Flimo,
always are confused with that, you know.
Flimo,
Where I did it.
with the COVID pandemic and the man put in so much work. But me
Bonds,
I tell you, say,
they cannot do that, Bonds.
it's all
Yeah.
about the hype. So them will give Zion the
Nah, man. No, trust me.
No,
Maranta get it.
who I get it?
that me appeal to
Amarant, man.
Bonds, but
Amarant one, man.
Zamarant.
No.
Just like
But question,
I'm gonna
why?
see him
Because
saying that.
hold on, I really want to forget it on this. So why you think say want to forget it? Because Morant are playing
Yeah, man.
longer than more
Yes.
games than him.
Yeah.
That's a fair reason.
Yeah, of course. Me can't play 10 game. I play 10 game good. And you come in, can play 4 game good and get it over me?
But question, now the big question we like,
But
we are talking about facts.
out of that, you know,
Did New Orleans
out
was
of
it
that, you know,
even in the running to make it to the playoff if Zion never joined them?
What that have to do with them, I talk about?
Yeah, but show him impact great. Him come back for the short period and put all New Orleans in a position where them can make the playoff. And maybe
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
must just
it's
So
no,
real
no,
baller,
no,
you say, yo, listen,
no,
say O'Neal all agree. Just
no,
rest that, man.
no,
no, I mean I want to know the reason
no,
behind it. The reason behind it cannot just be the fact saying play more games.
no.
I don't believe we should just go with that reason there.
So film
It's a
team, when I
only
make it
for
to the
it's a
playoffs
only
without
for
man.
factor. It's a only for factor to it as well.
Talk to me the factor. Tell me the fact. If we are use stats, Zion a lead. Where are you? Where are determined? The mere fact say just play more games. Yeah.
By scoring.
So what?
The man by scoring.
So what him do for New
But me
Orleans?
Google
Aye.
I can Google him stats, you know. Huh?
Yeah, man, Google him stats, man.
What him do for
But
New
the two of
Orleans?
the,
What Jamarat not do for
but
film team?
What, Jamal Willard? The man make New Orleans competitive. Yes, Flimo, what you have to say?
So we have to Grizzlies not competitive.
No, what I'm saying to you, we are talking about a situation where Slayers have no opportunity to go through. Everybody watch them until next season. Flimo out. Flimo forced to say, even though they want them to sit out there, he come back and play. The mere fact that Flimo come back and play, the winning streak start take place, and now they are a team to watch and compete against. How good is Flimo to come and impact the whole thing? So you have to give them some rating. So I'm saying to you, you're only using the fact that Ja Morant only play more games.
And again, I'm gonna ask you.
No, bro. I never alone, man.
We know that, but that's why here. Grizzlies. Willie, what I'm just saying to you, I want to know. I don't want to just look at somebody and say, Morant, forget it, we can't play more games. I'm saying, give me your reason behind it. You can't just tell me that alone.
Yeah, bro.
Him do the same thing with Zion, though.
Yeah, man. Ja Morant has impact. Ja Morant has impact.
Yeah.
Ja Morant has impact Grizzlies and the league by storm.
And
so never expect that you have to take over the team there. Because nobody expected.
If I expect Grizzlies to make, Grizzlies have a good bunch of players. Why I think they don't have a good bunch of players?
My fault. Give me 1 minute.
O'Neal, but totally understand when you say Ja Morant, the same thing with Willard and Flimo, they might use the fact them just play more games. So I'm saying to you, if you can't tell me now the reason behind, as I say, him stats good, him a lead, I can explain, then me quiet, me shut up and say you're right. But if somebody just come to me, rush normally I take place at the court. Ja Morant, forget it. Why? We can't play more games. That just can't be the reason.
I never said because we play more games. I said the same thing as Zion. Just like how Zion impacted New Orleans, Ja Morant did that with Grizzlies.
Okay.
That's what I said, I said that, Shanika Smith, bless up yourself, babe. You see me? And that me say,
So if you look at it now, O'Neal. Again, Grizzlies have 32 wins and Pelicans have 28. If them play, the season play out or the game them play out and Pelicans move past Grizzlies, would that be fair to say, hold on, I'm saying to you say, where Grizzlies would that be without Ja Morant? I would say, yeah, them wouldn't the competition aspect. If Pelicans finish above Grizzlies, would you put Zeno as the rookie of the year if Pelicans finish above Grizzlies?
Who have the tiebreaker?
Talk to me, no man.
That comes to factor as well.
Yeah, that make no sense to me, brother.
Because you not talk off of feelings and what the feelings. I'm sorry. Only look like him as a point across.
I'm going to point across and let that down. Just remember, I'm telling you, NBA is about the hype. Remember, say NBA try to change the face, new face. So Zion are the new face.
Faces of the franchise.
So if you know you could have just like when LeBron James win and win the rookie of the year and never win the rookie of the year, the matter is Zion. Because Carmelo Anthony should win rookie of the year.
Carmelo Anthony
should win rookie of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
2003.
And then give LeBron James because of the hype.
Because of the hype.
Go, brother.
So another best players them get it then?
No. Yo, really, you have times you are the best players, but right now, if you look on it, it's just that the players they didn't know.
So Carmelo did better. So Carmelo did better than LeBron then, basically.
Yes. Leading team to the playoff. Leading team to the playoff. LeBron never do it, and the man lead our rookie in points, and LeBron must beat the man in an assist alone and win rookie of the year.
May I take my personally out of that decision, the other discussion, because me personally, Just like how I don't like LeBron, I just don't like Carmelo
No,
Anthony.
I don't like.
So,
It's not a
me,
like, you know.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
reality.
With that, me best believe that Carmelo Anthony are the most overrated star. I think people are talk about, I don't think a team would have ever win a championship with Carmelo. And I've been saying that about 10 years now. And still look like him and prove me right.
We all understand.
No, him
We
can't
all
win a
understand.
championship with him.
No, because him now go super with 100 man side him.
Yo, when me get where Barnes at about change face
That's
and all
the
of
thing.
them things, you know.
But that's
But
it's a fact.
Vince Carter wasn't the face of the
You know,
NBA.
look at this. Hold
Rookie
on.
of the year.
Willie, look at this.
No, he was a
Willie.
favorite.
Before Zion come back, you know, nobody now say, nobody say, yo,
Clearly,
John Morant,
Ja
rookie of the
Morant.
year.
Clearly.
Playing first. You said here, you see, but you didn't say, but you don't play a lot of games. Right now, all them are set up the team now. You know, them force to have Grizzly as a team to go Orlando because them want to make him make a highlight down there so he can say, yo, it's the rookie of the year, you know. Nah.
So first with that being said, the viewers can join into this and put them comments. You are saying Zion is more marketable than Ja Morant. You don't think Ja Morant can ever be seen as the face at the NBA?
Zion is more marketable, brother.
Okay.
Then now put that Zion is more marketable from way from high school, bro. Way from high school.
You was a fox. So why you wouldn't want Zion get the rookie of the year?
I never said I never said we wouldn't want him.
Why you say then?
Because that's that bias. Listen to me. Zion am I
Why bias? Why bias?
If I said
Really,
because I'm a
bias.
baller, why would I want him get it? Not because
NBA is bias,
do
really.
more for theme team now what Ja Morant do for theme team.
Barnes.
He's not doing more for Orlando than what Ja Morant do for Grizzlies, brother.
I am
They're doing
saying
the
to
same
you,
thing.
I am saying to you, if we are going off of stats, Ja Morant play good ball. Grizzly, when Ja Morant play, Grizzly look like them and make playoff. Grizzly is at 8th position now. When Zion up on the bench, first we're saying to just sit out and call it a day because Pelicans wouldn't make it to the playoff. Right? And I'm saying him come back and say regardless of what he want, play him season. And no Pelicans. Wait, know that. No, Pelicans in the running to go the playoff. I am saying to you, if Pelicans go over Grizzly because Zion reach and them will win more games, why would that Billy Cole Zion think him to make a greater impact than Ja Morant?
You talk some fairy tale. You talk something happy yet, brother.
Right. He's 32 wins for Grizzly and 28 rings to Pelicans.
Yeah,
how far out are they? 3 games apart.
And 3 games apart is 3 games apart, sir. Them still them still not lead. So why your problem? I don't understand you tell me about
Ja Morant, Grizzly can't beat Pelicans. You know, if they want to leave can't beat Pelicans because of Zion.
Gary.
Yeah.
You see, based on rookie of the year giveaway, they will play a certain amount of games in the NBA. Just remember that. And Zion reach amount of games they yet, you know. But rules can change because
that's a rule, boss. Yes, I said that. There's a rule.
You never have to play a certain game. No, you have to play a certain game.
Wait, Google that for me. And see
you have to play a certain amount of games.
Boy, no, you know.
You have to play a certain amount of games, you know, brother.
Yeah, but I won that Zion passed that already.
And you have the youth from Miami, Chris Dunn.
Yo,
but not talk about him.
Yeah, listen to me. Play more. We're not a bigger person overrated. Right now, Zion and Ja Morant are two most dominant rookie.
Yo, we have to talk about Miami from Miami. Yo,
I knew them done still. I go on good still as a rookie still.
He might play good dog.
But like Zion have a double digit every game in a 20 points. Zion have done it every game and I just be a donkey my dunk for everybody, you know. What else the beast I do? Fan the man.
Yo, the nigga. Brother.
Good.
Show a Morant picture now.
Marion put on the 5 pound.
Anyway, still, I'm out, you know, because we just get my
Oh yeah. But
we link up.
Willard. And next thing, viewers, big up on yourself. Quick and fast. They still have the bubble stock. And you hear Leela come out and say, him don't know how safe that gonna be. Because he must say him get like 113 pages regarding rules that them supposed to follow. And they must say with so much team and players there, if them really believe they are going to follow these rules, how safe it is.
So we have my confidence in great when we have 100% freedom. Everybody don't follow all the rules. I know him alone, because you have the rules and I say the same thing. Like, I say the books are big, you have to put it down, brother. Too much rules. One man said the thing them are going to follow. One man said, I can't even bother read all of them rules.
All right. Look on it now, Willie. Look on the question I got asked Flimo now. So, Flimo, you believe them are going to follow the rules there?
If them are going to follow?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No.
Because, Willie, Jamaica have them own bubbles, you know. I'm use bubbles because I'm more than one, you know. Because Grand Spain have a bubble. Spanish Town have a bubble. And the man have a bubble. And the man them not for nothing. Not even hand sanitizer.
Yo. Let me tell you this. Grand Spain are the hardest place to play ball right now.
No, you don't see Spanish Town. You don't see Spanish Town. Spanish Town have over 50 players there at Spanish Town last night.
Yeah, let's see it. They never look
good. Last night.
Yeah.
Yo. I schedule you have to schedule 3 ball game a week. Up against that alone tell you.
Yo, that's all the police them now watch this.
The police are good, man.
Remember, say the court there right in front of our police station.
So, if them now pull it around, no. But still, regarding
nice. Nice to play a ball and come sit back on a Sunday evening and watch some ball game. You see me?
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact. We just really have to be careful still, regardless of what take place. Have to. We love to see the persons such as Zion put in. You see how Zion can put in the work by himself. I know in a game him go play, you know. So Jamaica players they can look upon that as in say, get them body right for the COVID thing. They all push up on your running and all of these things and come out like monsters. You get me?
Where must say
make sure you eat right.
I want to go on.
Which high school you come kill the Grand Spain one? How many hear about this?
When?
Shoot a name.
When is that me, man? When was this?
Tell me if you want
me send you a link in a woman.
Yo.
Yeah, man, send him a link, man, they can jump in.
Yeah, man, because only one person I see a clear way a Grand Spain. Who that really?
Gavin are the real star of Grand Spain from me.
Yo, oh, not to play defense.
Gavin are the real star.
Last them.
Yo, it's a good vibe, man. Me I tell you, it's a good vibe. Great commodity up there, is it? When them come out and enjoy themselves. Is it me? If liquor for buy, liquor buy. If bag juice and water and them buy to everybody, it buy.
90% of the league not going to. Bonds, what you do? You just make up a 90% there.
Man, look go and got them.
Yo, man, like.
Bonds just give me some facts a while ago. So that's something I for Google it, you know. Bonds, yo, it's there. Very confident in that speech. Yeah, but you said all the energy. You say Flimo up a Grand Spain. You say persons are there. Them enjoy.
Yeah.
Go on with general.
What up?
No, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter today.
Okay, cool. Which high school you kill them up?
No, me that said the high school you them go up there and kill them up there.
Oh, the high school ballers them come out to Flimo?
Yeah. Who did I play? Flimo them there? Flimo them never there?
No man, I think Flimo side retire.
After? Them lose them last game me here, man. When them make some rotation with them passes and still lose.
Come up there, right?
No,
First game.
no.
Right, we play the first game, Zine. Some of them come up there, them play.
Murder everything.
You see me? Them retire because they never want we go back on the court, Zine. So everybody.
So you mind them all?
Yeah, me the play. I'm telling you, it was me, Joel from Camperdown, Puff from Camperdown, Monique kill them, brother. Monique.
Yeah,
Monique did a murder them.
But by right, when we go grand spend, we'll kill too. So
I want you named Blue from Bactuman.
Yeah, me know Blue.
Me know Blue, man.
Yeah, man, second.
But it's good to know
so much ball I play.
The youngins, them are step up now, and you see me, stamp them name, yeah, man.
No,
yes, somebody dump on Flimo, you know, from high school. Who can do that?
Boy, when I ready for that still, Give me thing though. You get a good layup.
Right.
It's
a good layup.
But the thing with that is that it's good for the high school players to play with the older people because not only them get to learn, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
And it could be on the good side of basketball and the bad side of basketball, you see me? Like I know one thing, I learned one thing playing with older guys is that usually when the game get either really close or they get really tired, a bag of messed-up calls get called. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to play with it. You see me? I say you have to play with it. You know what I'm saying? No.
Right now, he is chipping them time, man. People can't even go down back on the court.
Sometimes me hear Gear make some call in a game and I say, Gear, remember.
Well on. I have never made a call. You ever hear Gear say foul?
Your card? No, that travel and empty. Man, I say we don't make card.
No, man.
If I'm on travel, you make anything. You just lay down the game, dog, because we are killers, dog. We don't make card.
No. Yeah.
It reach a point where me look on some really have to help these kids.
Right.
But you see if you play them, you might can top me in my face, kick me in my back, box me, you will never hear Gary call a foul. However, if you see a constantly a travel, I'm going to say travel. Because me I think say, yo, these are things we're supposed to tighten up on because I just say matter Willie, you can't use them more than when Abdul make the travel call and be a cussing. Abdul, me help out Abdul, you know.
Yeah, I mean excuses.
You know excuses, yo.
Woman, we play pickup ball game. And that man do a one travel. Me not go call that.
Me I tell him to travel, man.
Better you tell him, say, yo, you're traveling and I go. If you say traveling and get the ball, it just seem weak.
Watch out,
man.
Flimmer know exactly what me has to talk about right now, right? Flimmer.
No, me know who you attack.
All right.
Who you attack.
All right. You see it? And watch out. Sometimes, I don't know if I know how to get them stay at Ochi. You see me? But them have a man, him tough, you know. Tough. Named Rambo. I used to play for Tivoli. Them call him Rambo. You see me? And him tough, you know. But yo, Mr. The man carry differently, you know.
He want to walk with the ball.
But yo, you can't call carry because it will never give up the ball. So you have to play with it. Not if you call carry. Come on. I tell him.
Yeah, man, you have to learn, I'm glad you man jump up on the set. You man, I heard them mention about Issa resuming competition in October.
Saw
all the views on that, Willie and Umar.
Willie, you go first, you know.
Them said them would want to do it. Alright, that's what's gonna happen.
That's a plan. With all protocols put in place.
Well, if our protocols and everything is good, I'm all for it. I love the game, you know. You understand? I just want people to be safe. Like right, you know, you see me going back to work full time starting Monday. You know? You get what I try to.
which is good. Which is good.
It's good that I have a job, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Which is excellent.
But you know, as someone know, I never said my work. It kind of feel like, you know, like, woo.
I kind of agree with one of I think I read in the article that a principal mentioned said the mere fact that school will reopen and protocols are going to put in place, and the kids are going to be in that environment, socializing regardless. Why play can't work? Because at the same, they are saying they are exposing the same way. Because maybe a basketball team you might have 30 students. We have to maintain a social distance and the right practices. At school, you have thousands. You have 2,000 set of people who are going to have lunchtime. Them are going to have break time.
So you know, so teachers are going to chaperone and I make sure so you listen.
You believe that
distancing. It's the only way it can work, you know. If that not go on within 14 days, school has to lock down back.
But Willard, you believe they have teacher walk through lunch area and tell them, listen.
But at that, them have to go do.
Go on the bus stop and tell them, say.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that what they are supposed to do. Is it practical? That's what I should say.
If in a practical school, not open back then. You have to go do that. You have to go be your mask, your social distancing, washing and all that. Because if you don't, not tell you, within 14 days, school have to go lock down back. This, school are one of the places them what them things are gonna spread fast if you know follow right procedures and protocols, brother.
Where
them pick me up if them nose are run, but touch this, touch that. Quick time, brother. So
I think they're trying to do well, I know from my school where originally we just do from the 8 o'clock to 2:30. You see me?
Yeah.
So, but they're saying now that they want to do a shift, so as much students don't have to come to school at once.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
That's going on with a lot of schools now that them kind of considering that theory, but at the same time, it's difficult for some students. So I don't know. But from my personal view, I feel like if it's a case where they're letting tourists back in the country, you must come in do Manning Cup and play basketball. Simple.
Brother.
Yeah.
I understand them politics there,
There's no way the people will have more cases come to our country with less cases, and the people with less cases in our country can't do what them want to do because they might make more money. That's unfair.
It's not about even fear about knowing, brother. It's just about money coming into the country. That's why them do it because they want money. I know about fear.
Yeah, but is it just because
get hit badly? That them saying the economy get hit badly because they will lose at least 500 billion in tourism.
And we do understand. So we are lose money and we need to get back the economy. Or it's supposed to be booming back and forth. But as what Umar said, if you are going to relax the rule and put the whole country at risk when you get these persons inside, why are you restricting the persons?
I mean, as a student, I've seen some schools where the only time they wear the mask is to get inside. As soon as they go in, they take it off. They don't care.
Yo, thank you, Professor. Gary, I go supermarket. You know, if you're going to the supermarket, you have to have on your mask.
Yes.
You know, since we go to the supermarket, you see people take off the mask.
Yeah.
The workers, them not have on the mask. That don't make no sense to me. Them not let you without the mask, But when you go, it's like a ticket. Your mask is just a ticket for going in. Because as they reach you, they can't take off your mask.
Nobody knows thing like this.
And chop it to the because a style. It's a style thing.
Yo, man,
regular thing, man.
Them one are different.
Regular thing, them go on.
I can tell you, on my campus, if you don't have on your mask, you're leaving.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
you're leaving.
I don't see no problems with it starting back. Honestly, I don't see no problems with starting back.
I believe if the proper protocols are put in place, and even with what taking place, it's not a greater risk. That because as you said, Willard, there are more risks now going into the supermarket and these places that them are wide open and them not following the protocols. The basketball courts, we still find 100 man and them have to schedule 3 games a day. They are still doing what them have to do. So what the biggie? Yeah, maybe just be straightforward. But the main question we have for tonight, I don't know the viewers can chip in and find out. It's a serious topic. We're discussing it the group, Willard, and we get a lot of feedback. You, Ma, you're here.
Yeah, man.
The question that was mentioned is that our coach is the one to be held accountable for lack of growth of an athlete.
You're talking locally or just?
I am talking overall. We're talking generally. So here it go again. Our coach is the one to be held accountable for lack of growth of an athlete.
That's so tough. That's a tough question.
Willard, come on.
Yeah. You want me to answer? Oh, you think you don't wait for Umar for answer.
No, man, show to the panel, man, and we can talk about it. What's your view? Should be all the coaches accountable for lack of growth of an athlete?
Well,
or should we do everything and blame the whole system and don't look at what we are doing?
No. I'm not say give the coaches 100% of the blame because you as an athlete can go put in the work to get to the next level. You understand? I'm just saying no, where you can, if a coach can give you set plays and show you for work in a system and push you during training, like say, yo, listen, your training are harder than the games, them like most coaches in America, even movies when I watch. Like yeah, let's say it. I watch some movies and the training is always harder than the game. Like I see this guy just have them running upstairs for quarters, so like for 12 minutes. You're just running up, you're not playing any ball game. And then when you feel like you're done the fourth quarter, the coach just say overtime, so you have to start run again. I don't think we have that fitness in Jamaica. We don't have them type of strictness.
But hold on there. You see, these are the things we get sometimes we have to chip in our ass. Because you say we don't have those type of fitness in Jamaica. That means that our coaches are not doing that or ensuring that the athletes go through those type of rigorous training.
From what I've observed, you see me? Most time you reach here, so I'm up for 10 minutes and then you get into whatever. There's not a day where you just say, yo, we just have to run. You just have to see the court. Now I tell you, when me
observe.
And let me tell you about my coaching. When me that go high school, you're busy, you're not going to see the court, you know?
Yeah, oh, okay, that's me right now. That's me right now. Like,
yeah, you're obvious way. You even see the court and the coach. Go on play, you don't want to do it. You know why? Because you mash up. I just pay running, pay exercise and all that. I'm not sure if that is still going on.
Flimo. Let me know.
First and foremost, you as a player, you have to do that. You see me? The coach can only tell us, yo, bro, you're not run hard enough or you're not push hard enough. Because with some of them young youth now, by the time they run 5 laps, I eat that, start vomit. Oh, coach, no, you don't start doing nothing yet, bro. You run 5 laps for warm up, then you have suicides, then you have trust me, them youth that, as my granny always say, you want good, you know how to run. If you want to be the best player you can be, you have to push yourself more than anybody else. Nobody else want it for you.
But guess what I say?
Nobody else can.
I see Joan say something, right? Like Joan said no, she disagrees. So another coach. Look at you, Bolt and Yuan. But Yuan put in the work too, but Bolt kind of designed different. You understand?
Way different.
What question? What do you mean put in the work?
Me attack or Flimo?
Huh?
You, Willard.
Flimo did say put in the work, not me.
No, you said you want put in the work because you use a compass.
Listen to me. There's no way you can reach and compete in the Olympic if you're not trained, brother. It is impossible. So obviously put in the work. I'm saying
something. Come on.
You saying Bolt was designed to be a track star from he was in the womb.
So you are not giving no credit to Stephen Francis?
Come on. Of course I have to give credit. I'm simply saying. Here it's just like you. You can't teach height.
No.
That was your height, Gary. Would have probably then at the NBA. You get what I'm trying to say?
Sorry. Yeah, Glenn Mills, sorry.
Yeah, but I'm short. Usain Bolt tall.
But
You
we
one
lad.
shot. Him
We
the
lad.
strides them are go different. No matter how much work him put in. If Bolt are gonna just have that the height.
Alright. Suppose I mention to you, because I like when persons talking, I will listen carefully. Suppose I mentioned to you that the biggest criticism come out of putting Usain Bolt to run the 100 meter was that he was too tall for the event. And history has shown them that the shorter tall athletes don't do well at 100 meter. That's why Usain Bolt was running the 400 before. Glenn Mills putting Usain Bolt to run the 100 was a risk.
All right, I can.
Yo,
and funny enough, about that.
No, but hold on there. Hold on there.
Bolt same did one try the 100.
Yes, Flimo, you know, Willard, it's fact. There's no tall superstar in the 100 meter before Bolt.
Yo, you know what's at one point? It was impossible to run a mile in 4 minutes. Did you know? It was impossible. The human body themselves wasn't designed to do a 4 minute mile. And I say, once one person do it, and them say him do it and him not dead, you know much people can run a 4 minute mile?
I know, but why you agree to what I said to you?
I'm not agreeing with you. You're saying like it was risky for Bolt to run a 100.
I am telling you what the scientists have said. It came out. So hold on there, Willard. Is the first year you said Bolt never it was a risk?
I'm just calling rubbish.
I'm asking you a question.
Yes, I'm calling it rubbish. It's rubbish, Gary. Rubbish.
You're saying that no, because it executes. There's nobody before Bolt with 6 feet, 3 inches that run the 100 meter and run it with that ability.
That's what I'm saying. You said nobody never did it before.
So that's why the risk is great. That's why the risk is greater.
Oh, what's the risk? What's the risk? Remember that. If you run 100 meter and put a broke, what's the risk?
All right, Willard. The risk is the fact that you might.
Who named Willard?
Willie London. The risk. With us, for example, if you're not listening carefully, the fact they are using history, they are using facts to say whether or not they can move this person from an event that he's doing good at to put in an event that nobody have seen somebody with 6 feet 3 inches dominate. That's the risk. It's never do before. That's a risk.
What?
The risk not greater.
Yo, one intelligent youth, you know. What the risk? Why did that happen to him?
The risk would that be, listen what the risk would that be, Willard. He may lose money, he may go on event, he may run last and now run good. I leave or something.
Gary, Safa.
I was just about to say this. I was waiting for everybody to finish.
Yeah.
So can say it.
Yeah. Hold on.
Umar, that's why I mean, like talk with basketball.
No.
Sometimes, like,
there's a lot of persons online now. You are telling me that now. Hold on. A lot of persons online now. You are telling me that you didn't do any research and realize persons mentioned about Usain Bolt wouldn't do good at 100 meter because of him height. You never hear that before.
All right,
I'm just saying.
You said something about risk. I'm asking what was the risk? Would he have broken his leg?
Right.
Like what's the risk?
Right. Think about it. Let me show you a simple thing. You move him from basketball, what him good at to go and play hockey. What's the risk of him being dominant in hockey? And him playing basketball throughout the entire life.
The risk of him being dominant.
Yeah, at 38, 33, 34, Flimo is playing hockey for the first time. What's the risk for him to dominate that sport from somebody who has been playing at something? You see the risk there, sir, now? Bolt wasn't designed for a sprint.
You always go left field when you try to prove a point when you deal with
But it's fast. But I run 400 meters from high school. And him get injured.
Gary, you can't what about basketball and you run on ice hockey? What are you talking about track and field and you run on ice hockey? You are a point guard.
Yes.
Like, Durant was a point guard. You're telling me that it was a risk for him when him changed in position. That's what you're trying to say, right?
AD was a point guard too.
Yeah, AD, for how long? If AD, for example, Shaq turned point guard next before him leave him last season, what's the possibility for Shaq to be excellent at point guard and dominate the league? And him always train as a center.
You see
what I'm saying?
But Shaq is probably a very good point guard.
You see, you go for alright, done. That done. Because you're basically trying to hold on the point.
All right, watch this. How tall is Ben Willie? How tall is Ben Simmons?
Would have to Google it. About 6'7",
6'8".
Yeah, taller. He's way taller than me.
6'9", I think.
He's like 6'9", 6'10", borderline 6'.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why is Ben Simmons playing the point guard position?
Because he's been trained that way.
Yeah. This is what I'm trying to say. Risk what? Well, I'm gonna take it off. Joan, what I said, Joan?
Really, you know, understand. He's not saying I'm gonna hurt himself. It's that he want to dominate the sport. He has been running 400 meters from high school, got injured, coming from an injury to go to a different event. That's the risk of saying him now go dominate the event. That's the risk. You get it now?
200.
All right. On to Flimo.
Him just freeze a little bit, but Gary.
4 and 200. 4 and 200.
200 him did a run.
Him run 4. Him 4 and 2.
He run 4, man. He run 4.
No,
4 and 2.
him did a run.
Yo,
no, him run 4 and 2.
But I'm just using common sense. You get me? If I'm a runner,
you can't use common. You have to get this. Because if you're not knowledgeable in the sports and you first not talk about what was said, you can't argue say that it don't make no sense and you never do no research on it. That's a common sense. You have to do research before you talk.
I can't tell this doesn't make sense. Now that's why name common sense. Because where you said to me just don't make sense.
Alright then. Go right back to the coaches. The question, viewers, that we are pushing forward is that our coach is the one to be held accountable for lack of growth of an athlete.
Can I ask you
yes.
All right. I think it's 50-50, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's a problem specifically in Jamaica where we feel like as coaches coaching high school that if a kid is 6'5", he's a big man, right? False information, right? Because when we put him up against what his competition is going to be like in overseas, predominantly in America, right? A 6'5" person is a guard, a shooting guard. He's not even a 3, much less a power 4. He's a shooting guard. Possibly a point guard. One of the top point guards in the country is 6'7", and he's going to college. You see what I'm saying? He's a point guard, right? So I feel like coaches don't coach based on skill, but they coach to win, and I think. I say
O'Neal Morgan mentioned that. O'Neal mentioned that. Basketball is in Jamaica all about winning.
It's very important to win, right? It's very important to win. But
are you bashing our coaches in a diplomatic format?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that as much as it's the athlete's fault is as much as the coach's fault. You see me? Because as an athlete, if I know that I'm 6'7" or 6'6", and my coach wants to train me like a big man, and I know that I'm probably not going to get to the next level unless I learn how to dribble or I learn how to handle the ball like a guard or shoot. I have to put in that work whether he wants to do that for me or not. You see me? I say?
Yeah.
That's why I say it's good to go to different coaches because different coaches teach you different things. You see what I say?
Right, because guess what? Bailey a wicked point guard, you know. But no coach not gonna see Bailey and say, yo, you're gonna be the point guard. They might put Bailey as center.
When Jordan Kelly was first started, he played the big man position, you know.
I remember that.
He went overseas and became a 6'6" wing. Second in history to ever to commit to a college as a wing player.
Division 1.
Division 1. Isn't that say? So like
big up, big him up again, you know, man.
Yeah. Jordan
Kelly Jordan.
All right. So with that being said, Umar, you don't think our coaches coach according to the leagues? For example, if you have a 7 feet player, yes, you teach him ball handles, but the tallest person on the rest of the teams them are 6'4". What to do? Tell them to still stay outside?
No.
And can get everything inside, even to a post player, easy buckets.
I'll give you a perfect example.
Yeah.
York Kessler has a kid. His name is Maurice Vassell. He's 6'8". Right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, whenever he plays with me, he brings up the ball. Right? I don't ask him to do it. I don't give the ball. He goes to the baseline and says, yo, give me the ball. And he brings the ball like a point guard. Right? But whenever he's playing defense, he plays the big man position. You see me? I said, no one ever asked him to do that, you know. No one ever taught him to go get the ball, none of that. He go get the ball himself. Nobody don't have to tell him. You see me? I said.
So what your views on holistic training in the sense that the center still get guards where guards still get center training. So basically you still have a point guard who realize you have a smaller point guard marking him can access the ball in the post. You see Chris Paul do that a lot to post down players. So why not are we saying that coaches must coach holistic in the sense that we are not supposed to use position to determine how your so
exactly. I just feel like they need to learn everything. They're not supposed to learn one thing, and that's all they think that's going to carry them through. You know what I'm saying? You can't just teach the youth to rebound because that's what's going to help you on the team. You see what I said? It's good that he can do that, but at the same time, that's not teaching them basketball. You're just teaching them to win.
Yeah, because that's why. Look what Linford said. That's why I keep saying Fabian is not a center. You're limiting his potential by the structure you put him in. Fabian should be a point guard or a shooting guard.
Every time Fabian get the ball, he goes back out to the top of the key. He don't go in. He don't try to make a big man move.
So I will go right back to saying, I will go back to the same question, viewers, same question, panelists. Are the coaches the one to be accountable for even that?
It's 50-50 for me. That's my answer.
So you're telling me that Fabian constantly go down and you say we're limiting for him can't get the ball out, but still the coaches won't draw a play for him to get the ball outside.
All right.
So could we look at and say Fabian following instructions?
For example, we use Flim as an example, right?
Yeah.
Right. We use Flim as an example. I've seen Flimmer play the wing when he played with Exed, right? Correct? Don't correct me if I'm wrong, you know. You on Barnes and you know they play the wing, right?
Yeah.
If me go for Grand Spin, right? And there is me as a point guard and two other guards are shorter than me and a power forward that's shorter than Flimmer. You're not going to see Flimmer come all the way up to the top to get the ball. He's probably going to cut from corner to corner or try to get up on the baseline, right? But at the same time, that's
our free throw line.
Or the free throw line. But at the same
Jordan.
That's something that
Congrats again, you.
That's and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's something he had to learn by playing the game every day. No one really taught him how to do that.
For sure.
Exactly.
No one taught him how to do that.
So when I used to play basketball in Jamaica, it was seasonal. It still is. All right. So for the viewer, Willie, I don't know if you can put it up. The viewers, we are talking about our coaches the one to be held accountable for lack of growth of an athlete. With that being said, and we mentioned about the athlete themselves need to know when they are supposed to change the game. But isn't it a fact? And and I'm going to ask a question with Willard. Have you been to games and you realize that
again our coach is to be held accountable for the what?
Held accountable for lack of growth of an athlete. Willard, have you ever been to a game and you realize that you go up for games and see you realize that the coach is holding strong that individual, that player must go into that particular position because that's all they want that player to execute. Should after the game, should we look at the coach and say that you lose the game because of poor decision, or we are going to look at say the players on the court must realize they can make certain adjustments to just get the game done. When will we draw the line to say the coach lose the game or the players? Can we ever draw that line?
Boy.
Yo, well, yeah. Mama said the player should be accountable for that. You see me?
You draw the line.
I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. You see, this next season, we will see who can coach and who can't coach. Government said a lot of under 19 people, upper school, and sixth form are not allowed to come to school until October. See me? So we're going to see, and the same thing goes for Manning Cup, same thing goes for football. We're going to see who can coach. Because a lot of these players, if they're not working out by themselves, or if they're not coaching with them coaches on a different setting, we're going to see who really can coach. Honestly.
All right. There was a comment. We had some interview. I'm not going to call it a name, but this is something that came from even the interview where a player mentioned that he didn't really get much help from the coaches locally, and with a player saying that, should we feel offended that that was said, or should we look the fact that maybe what he experienced overseas comparing to what he was doing out here is such a huge gap to feel? It's like you look back and I can say, I don't know if the panel understand me and the viewers understand me. When you experience the diamond different from the glass, when you look at it and say, all right, then this is really diamond and this was really glass. Or look at that now in Jamaica, Willard. I don't want to, as I said before, we are just talking, we're not bashing, saying that the coach is this and that. We just want to know where the balance, where our balance this out and how we move forward and clear some airwave.
You know, me always have one coach me want bash, you know.
We know him.
You know me always. Yeah, man, you know me always want bash COVID blacks, man.
Okay. Willard.
What may I say? I know that startup gear, because listen, there's a lot of people, but
for
they never get the. I feel like ballers will never really even get the ratings of them forget them.
Should they get the ratings still?
And then but then them go away and blew up.
But that's what I'm saying. Them experience diamond over there, some glass out here. So when them look back now, they are saying, Willie never that show me nothing.
You never want me to show you nothing. I'm too short.
Alright, so only is saying basketball set up differently in Jamaica than it does in the States.
Definitely. 100%.
Definitely. Alright. We're saying that we normally Umar, Flimo, Willie, London. We normally say we love to see our players make it overseas and play, representing the NBA. We talk about even the referees out here. They should be FIBA certified and go overseas and play international. Do you think our coaches have that as a goal to go overseas and coach even at that high level? Because I don't even think Willard we need to look into it if we have any coaches who left Jamaica and coach internationally or maybe at a major thing. Because what is really the goal with our coaches out here? Just to coach the national team? Should their goals are to coach internationally? Their coaches even think about even coaching an NBA team? Is that too far of a fetch? That too far to think? Too big?
No. What I'm saying, and the same way the refs are supposed to be held accountable and make sure that they're always, in the know, and you get level 1, level 2. I think the coaches should do the same thing to you, up them thing and whatever. I see this comment right as well, right? And definitely you want it and you have to work for it. But what if you don't have the coach? I think you still need a coach to push you, man, and you get me show you some things, and I feel like coach. What are the responsibilities of the coach if it's not to get it to the next level?
That, but Moran make Kelly make a big point right here, sir, because he's saying to you, it's basically what Umar is saying, 50-50. As in, you have to hold the coach and the player. But then, him go further to say that if the player himself don't really want it, how much can the coach do?
Himself.
True. Yeah, what more? The fact that you wake them up at a certain hours, them still drag themselves in training, them still no energy. Even off the court, you're not putting in any extra work. You're not doing your push-up. You're not doing your workout. can we really look at the coach and hold them accountable for lack of performance when you don't put in any work as a player? Yes, Flimo.
But yeah, the same thing we said earlier. And the same thing Kelly I said no, and the same thing we said earlier.
So Kelly,
nobody can want it for you. You have to want it. You see me? You have a hungry feet, regardless whether the coach is there or not.
So Kelly, alright. So Flimo, you're saying the player. You want the player accountable. Umar said both 50-50.
Yeah, I say both.
I just wanted to get all the panel operating. Yeah. So question.
Question. Me own myself, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Me own myself, yo dog, you know, say you need to do this, or you need to do that, but you not do it. What wrong with you? You see me? I'm not wait for no coach for say, yo, you do that wrong, or you never do this, or you never do that. No. You see me?
But what to do? But what to do if the coach Umar?
Yes.
You hear him I'm just trying to balance and just try to get every question that I think the person looking at might think about. Flimo saying that the player should be all accountable solely. What do you think when you have a coach that is not knowledgeable and imparting the wrong attitude, the wrong tactics, the whole mindset, the back is important to this player bad. At what point you realize that you're going to say, listen, this player with his ability needs to come out of your hands and go to a more experienced coach?
Yo, and see, that's the problem, dog. That's
the thing.
All right, watch this. I'm going to give you a perfect example. And like me personally, I don't like using my father as an example. But for now, I'm gonna give an example, right? When Coach Skid was at Calabar with Lodz, right?
Yes, Ladana.
Right? They won a couple championships while he was there, right? And a couple people got scholarships out of that school, right? He went to York Castle, Bear in mind, York Castle they had a decent team. It wasn't a top tier team where we can say, cool, they're gonna win, right? Had all the pieces to win, Had all the pieces to win, right? But the focus for him was to get these guys to leave the country to get better. Zine, you have people like Najik Pete. I don't know if you guys know Najik Pete. Najik Pete just committed to a D2 college in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And he was playing overseas in California. Zine, he was a key part of the offense. He was supposed to play this year. He left. He did 1 year. He committed to a college. Zine, you have two other kids that's under 16. One is 6'8", one is 6'9", and they just got a scholarship. You see me? Those are key people that we need for the team, But he would rather sacrifice seeing someone represent Jamaica than try to win an ISTA competition. You see me? And nothing's wrong with winning ISTA. Nothing. I'm not saying nothing. Nothing's wrong with winning ISTA. You see what I say? But if we want to develop the game of basketball, a good way of reaching it out to everybody like, yo, Jamaica is here, is if we get more Jamaicans playing where it's being televised. America, Canada, Australia, overseas, China. We need Jamaicans to be playing there. You see what I said? We're not getting the exposure if Jamaican basketball players are going to stay in Jamaica. You see what I said? College players.
Exactly.
College players, they go overseas and play their first couple of games or have things in different countries so people can say, yo, this is the dream you want to aspire by. The Jamaica Classic is a perfect example. You see these big guys coming through you know what I'm saying, wiping the glass, getting big rebounds. That's motivation. That should be motivation for any player, any coach to say, yo, I want that player to do what them do the way I do. You see me I say?
Definitely.
Solely in Jamaica. That's the problem. We need to build the people themselves. If we say, yo, we can get that youth on a scholarship, it shouldn't be hard to get him on a scholarship. And then that's the coach's job, right? Then it's also the player's job to go and do what he's supposed to do. You see me I say? That's why I say it's 50-50.
50-50. Well, with that being said, with you, Mark, you talk about marketing the sport as in, so we need to get exposure. How important is the product? For example, I see persons posting videos with just maybe that's a light move and saying and me creating excitement back and forth. How important is the product to say that, like, no, if we were to do some broadcasting with our NBL games, would coaches overseas watch those games and feel comfortable coming here to recruit? How important is the product?
Honestly, I think that the league that has the most exciting games, well, probably, you know what, is Business Hours. Sadly, Business Hours probably have the most exciting game. Right, that's the only game I would probably try and show to sports. Apart from that,
so no. We show the NBL.
That's not really going on in the NBA. Too tough, brother. I'll be honest.
Also,
high school.
Probably I'm like All Ireland finals then. Yeah, but apart from that, not really. Because it's usually always unbalanced. You usually just have one team where you just know, say, all right, Camperdown are going to beat a team there. You get me? Herbert Morris are going to damage a team there. You don't really have no crazy rivals again when you know, say, your game I go down to the line.
To the wire.
To the wire. There's not a lot of teams like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So the only extra, because no disrespect, you know, like, I'm going to watch certain game and what this man, this. Even yo, I'm not even want to go
No, I tell you, we are here to clear the air. We're not putting no pressure. We are here with pressure the referees, so they need to get it right. We cost the referee them. They need to get it right. They need to make sure so the game is governed properly. We cost the players them to say that they need to put in the work on and off the court. There are certain respect they need to show. Now we are talking about what are the coaches' responsibility? What should we hold them accountable for?
All right. Even when you go there, so you know, so the team them were actually a win in a high school, in a business house, in a NBL, in a college.
Them have a good
coach. Them train. Them train Camperdown team. Train. You see me?
CMU.
Herbert Morrison train. CMU train. All of them train, man. Yeah, Michael train. At them team they are winning. I can't tell you that the team them train. No, the team them no man. If you're not training, I'm gonna win.
No, what may I say to you? So there's a team not training. That is what you're saying.
Yeah, and you have enough team when not train, and you can't tell by the teams them want win. Or the team them where the coach put in the work. Man, I tell you when the coach push them and say, "Oh, training." When you can know when a coach is really involved in a team, you see it in the game. You have some coach that just come, cut them 10, and sit down and set so. That's not coaching. Me not call no name, Papa. Me not call no name.
No,
but me sit inside that one all over. Some coaches start coaching until you realize you don't need it. When your team start play good now, you hear them start make up them nice and do this. That you're not supposed to then better if you're not passionate about the game.
But Willard, isn't there more than one ways to do a lot of things? Like, for example, I know Calvin Martin mentioned Calvin.
Well, Zab, let me tell you about that ex-head D1 team there. They never need to train.
No. This is a valid point, Zap. Just made you know. Question, Willard. So with that being said, as I said before, Willard, I'm saying to you, there are different ways and means.
Even though it was internal.
All right, listen now. We look at it and say there are different ways to do a lot of things, right? For example, you mentioned about coach standing up and showing passion. I can recall one time we were overseas, Bahamas, and we have a big game to win. And I expect Calvin Martin to just come in the room and start talk to about what we need to do and be passionate all Calvin Martin did was just walk in with the trophy, show with the trophy, turn him back, come out, and him sit down on the bench, and him never vocal, and we win.
Yeah, that's bad coaching.
No. There are sometimes as a coach, you don't really need, you can still lead without after being passionate. I see a lot of quiet, calm coach will have results, will make results.
My coach is a very calm coach.
Look at Popovich calm. Sometimes Mr. Popovich calm. As in, sorry. Popovich, sorry. No, I'm mixing it. I'm saying Popovich is more like the angry coach. Like the first. I think one time like it was the first play in a game, and him call a timeout because he just never like how the first play go. And you have coaches will sit down and wait until the team come to them something to give them the time for work. Steve Kerr. So and you see Steve Kerr look at Stephen Curry and say, yo, continue shoot. Just shoot. Yeah, miss. Eventually I'm gonna drop. And him so comfortable saying it and relax. Yes, Curry is a superstar, but he have different ways of approaching and come on to coaching. So the noise that must mean say more passionate than everybody else.
Yeah. I like when you do them things and you see me talk about local ball game and you're going we are NBA where them have like 10 different coaches we can cost for the major coach. Listen to me, man. I talk about Jamaicans.
But I can't bash Jamaica coach them. I don't know them directly what them doing in them camp. A few coaches I go and visit them camps, so I can't come to it now and say them not coach.
The camps that I've been to.
Yeah, call name.
Me not call no name, brother.
Okay.
See, no coaching not really go on, brother.
I told you, me know you're going now.
You know, me not.
See the different coaching strategies for different types of team and players. Sometimes you can call your captain lead because the captain can be that strong, you can stick back.
True.
Phil Jackson is extremely calm.
Again. Phil Jackson coaches, Jordan and Kobe. Listen to me.
He was a coach in the other league before me. He won championship before NBA.
Phil Jackson don't need to say nothing because Kobe and Jordan are going to do the cussing for him.
Do you know any calm, effective coach, Umar? Do you know any calm, effective coach?
In the NBA or locally?
No, locally. Because we listen when I forgot NBA.
Effective?
Calm coach.
Not for them.
One minute.
What's the coach that coach?
Anna Brown.
You Pete.
Yeah.
Man, say effective.
So
yes,
what? So Pete's not effective.
Probably back in the 90s.
Pete effective. Really, I get to in a trouble.
Pete, coach.
Yeah. Coach Skid.
CB.
Run the car.
CB.
A lot of them.
Yeah. A lot of calm coach, man.
Yeah. But no,
and them very effective.
With that said, a lot of players that played for those coaches were very experienced players.
Me know Paul from Excel. If Paul usually take man off all the court and have them to push up and a cuss bad for them. Remember him.
Man.
But yo,
I'm Coach Brown. Coach Brown is a win. Why I consider Coach Brown?
I just said that. That's the first name I call and only name I said Coach Brown.
And him win the most.
I kind of disagree with you a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, man, Coach Brown cross, man. What I say?
No, what I mean, him calm, him more calm.
Me I tell you.
But him more calm.
No, man. Really? Him no cuss like how Ruan cuss.
Nobody no cuss like Ruan. Ruan go up on the court, go tell the world when it's that time out now.
So who say Ruan calm? Who calls say Ruan calm?
Who say Ruan calm? Me no call Ruan name.
Oh. So Paul usually coach and he never know that, man, cause me did afraid of Paul and then my coach. Like me did afraid of that, man.
Well, hold on there. Before Umar had something to say, after Umar finish, I want to put up Leslie comment Willie afterwards. Don't make Leslie comment going.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Umar.
Yeah, I was saying I disagree a little bit with Willie with the training with the coach, like you were saying, you were saying like most coaches like them train hard and that's why them are win and well, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I've seen a lot of teams who don't train because they're so experienced Let them win.
Yeah, talk Exed, man, understand.
No, man, I say Exed.
Spartan never yet train it. Spartan never train.
For example,
Spartan never train.
Gary, when last Spartan win something? Where you talk?
When last Spartan lose something?
Happy nice, man. When last Spartan win something?
I can name a couple schools, right? You have Camperdown, you have people like Herbert, Calabar, Olaba, right? With those 4 schools,
no training.
No, not even training. Scrap the training.
They know what for recruiting. That's what I say.
I can name 2 to 3 players who play either D1 or in NBL currently, right now.
And them do a lot of recruiting and have a better set of players them. So we'll if you have the honest straight.
Joel and Matthew play D1. That's experience. Me I say so like them not have to exactly train, but them have experience.
Yeah. And that is it. You go back to the league. The league sometimes so watered down, you know, really training if you have certain good players. But like what LeBron tried to do with overseas now with Lakers, he might try stack it up so much he not really have to do nothing for win. But we talk about it the next day. Put back Leslie comment from me, please.
One say it is unfair to hold Jamaican basketball to a certain standard because it's basically a hobby.
So hold on. You don't believe that statement in itself is the biggest problem?
Exactly.
Or was you the game?
One of the biggest
problem. And I keep saying that. We're in the basketball group and we cuss Willie and we talk to them and say, yo, you want persons to support the game and be a part of basketball, and you don't want to support the game and be a part of basketball. The first line of being successful in life or whatever you want, you have to see it for yourself, you know. So if the stand is based, say it again, it's unfair to hold Jamaica basketball to a certain standard because it's basically a hobby. If you come on the court, Glenn said this is just a hobby you're playing and you don't see it or you don't want to push yourself to reach a next level or see yourself going further.
No,
basically you defeat the whole thing, you know.
No, guess what? Guess what? What Leslie says that, and when there's nothing after probably high school or college or basketball or year, so you get what I mean? It's a hobby and a lime tell still, you know, unless you're going to look for a play professional outside of Jamaica. There's not a professional league that pays here.
But that's not supposed to be the goal when you play the sports you want to leave and go play internationally. Isn't that supposed to be a goal within itself?
Well, Gary, all right. So a person like Leslie, now, excellent basketball player and shoot and all of them things.
I think he should have. Yeah,
him not have the height. That I
want keep on using height, Willard. Don't JT leave Jamaica. JT leave Jamaica.
You know what me use Fox, you know what me use me say.
I am saying to you. JT leave.
Yeah, don't be a hypocrite now because you know that's one of the things. The man say you're not tall.
But don't JT leave.
Yo, I don't want you keep on a call JT name. I don't want to get into that right now. No.
But I'm saying as the short players leave or go overseas, you make it look like says you never yet to this atmosphere, Leslie. We don't even think about the kind at all.
Leslie, talk some more. Players play for free and the coaches do their job for a little or nothing. So it's an hobby. The man not wrong, brother.
Willie, you know, I will need to bring a player on the set. I think his name is I can call him Kali. Kali talk about how much him push out to get himself overseas because him see it more than a hobby. Him see it as a way out. And him push himself. So we just talk about holding the players them accountable for their own success. And then you're going to look and say...
You talk about players. That's not the topic, you know. Our coach is to be held accountable.
I am saying, Willard, you don't listen well enough. And that's your issue, you know. Flimmer say all the players them accountable. That's what Flimmer say. Flimmer, now that you say, the players must hold themselves accountable. Yeah. So if you say, if that is being said, how can you say you must sit back because the league now go on good and the league and them will not get no pay, so maybe just relax?
All right, O'Neal agree and even stumble. You should have a professional league here.
And if it's not, what you do? Cost the system? That's Jamaican problem.
Of course, if it cost the system, we have a cost.
No, You are going to wait for somebody come and say, all right, you man, here one now. The professional league now go on, even though you're good at basketball, better go look at work. Then you man, you know, so you can still market yourself and send out some clips overseas, still work on your game because the opportunity might present itself, and you go overseas and dominate. What advice would you give to them? What are you selling now, Willie? What are you saying to the viewers now? I want to know, what are you telling them?
I am simply saying what Leslie said was correct. No matter how you want to shout, no matter how you want to talk, basketball in Jamaica is seen as an hobby.
So we not hear that, but me I say that's the wrong mentality as a player who want to go where you can't just say that.
It's not a mentality for a player. It's a fact, brother. No, you have the outliers now, like Kali and also everyone decide say, listen, Jamaica now go not too small for me, you know. Overseas, me I look for. I'm just saying in Jamaica, you can't get a carry out of basketball in Jamaica. It won't pay you in Jamaica unless you want coach. You probably will get some links to go work at some company so and you play business house. But well, let's say I don't know a facts, I don't know nothing for argue about. The man seems plus the basketball in Jamaica is seen as an hobby. Where you are where you counter and say you shouldn't see it as an hobby.
What I am countering and saying and why I'm saying this, humor. A lot of times I'm seeing this conversation in the group and it's all discouraging. It's always telling the players them that listen, job and not do nothing for you. Me not see no sense of playing this, nothing like that. And I'm saying we have to break that mentality. That's all I'm trying to say. You have to break that mentality. You can't have it to sit down and look at everything that is going wrong and to say that's the reason. That's why I'm being so passionate. No, I know, but that's why I'm being so passionate to say we need to change that. Hold on, Willie, let me see where Kelly are just.
Stephen here skip.
Without facts, yo. I have to be passionate with this, man. I'm seeing it too much. Job and all of this. I say, the money not this, the money not. And I'm saying there's a lot of person kick back and get big belly. And then them go complain now because when the league start. I see a point guard there. And if you look for him now, in my center. Automatically.
I'm not too sad.
Yo, even passion, me see, reach a level now. Me see even Dashan, I put on a certain amount, even though the injury. But come on, we have to look into this. What Terry just said, I don't think I get a chance. Can I chat someone?
If the rewards aren't aligned to the sport, you will find the players willing to do more. You will find the players willing to do more work, willing to make the all-out sacrifice. That's what I'm saying, Terry. There's no reward here. I'm not saying you're not going to play, but in Jamaica, if you're going to look for your career, you have to think outside of Jamaica.
You got
where start from? You're there, Jamaica. You have to start from here and say, you have to fix yourself here, so we'll add.
All these, and this is why a lot of players go overseas and want to play. This happens even with whether it's college, high school, they have something to look forward to. You see what I say? When you win NBL, you win business house, high school, what you get? A medal,
that's it.
Trophy. It's not nothing.
Nothing else.
You know, like in college, when you win a college, like the bracket, like March Madness, you win, that's like at least 50 mil coming back to your school.
Yo.
That's something to look forward to, whether you're a player or a coach.
I know what humor also, as what I've been observing just by doing this interview day in, day out with different persons. It goes back a lot of time to what are we selling, you know. Even the fact that, as Stumbo just mentioned, the coach Stumbo, the challenges are here. There's no argument about that. Yes, the leagues are not running good and the players are not getting paid, this and that. But what are we telling the younger players them? All of the bad things, all the negative things about what is going on. A lot of players don't even know that there's a Kofi. They don't know that there's a Nick Richards. They don't know that there are Jerome Jordans. They don't know that there are those type of players who leave here and go overseas, and we can call more name, Kelly, who overseas. Yeah, it's like them don't know because guess what happened, Umar? When them sit and talk with these elderly persons who are in the game, they are giving them so much negative to take home. Where you play for? That don't make no sense. This and that. Come on, let us change the mindset. How to change it?
It's the little things, you know. It's honest. That I agree with. It's the little things. For example, I can give a perfect example. Like I've seen many cases where we will be playing a high school game. You can hear like the older people, like the older guys who play ball in the country, like you're not strong, you're not playing physical, You see me? But then you got Grand Pen, or you got a Spanish Town, or you got Ochi, you play ball, the littlest thing they want to call foul for. And I'm like, but
guess what now? You not calling foul, you know. I'm gonna make you a better player than them, you know.
Yeah.
I tell you that now stronger. Yeah, back to my point. You have a 6'7" person as well. Umar Sa play center down here. You can imagine a team. Imagine a high school team. See?
Yeah.
Where you actually go out and do some scouting and recruiting and build some players and have some 6'7" point guard that play against some man where you claim say a center at Jamaica. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you are building from now, you know. You build this because you have 6'7". Me, I play against your team and a 6'7" over there, so is a center. And me, a 6'7" point guard, I come done him. That coach is building that other player for the next level.
Yo.
You get what I'm trying to say? What's wrong when you're looking at an American team and say, all right, yo, let's model our high school team after them. What, we don't have no top people in Jamaica?
I don't have a problem with that. I totally agree. So we need to look on the countries them that are doing well within the sport and learn from them. I totally agree that. I have played a 6 feet 6 inches point guard who kill everything. In the pan set now.
Yeah.
Peddler 6'6", and Peddler you angle the ball like no. I even watch him I dunk for you. I tell you, you better come out time way.
This day when Peddler
and he must shoot the ball. He must shoot the ball way up in the air and tell a score.
Peddler come and court with him sick back and still kill people. Remember here man yesterday I said Peddler decisive, you know, cause watch the yo. You see him all here such like him shot. When him rise up, you can't. Peddler killer, but man say there's no. We don't have none of them there again. I think Spina was probably the last, like tall point guard. Really.
But like, all right, watch this.
Lanky as a guard, you know.
Where you tell me, say man? I mean, where you tell me, say? Where you tell me, say Gary?
Lanky play guard.
I mean, say Lanky. I say, yo, Lanky, you gotta play for my team. Where you
tell me? But you just mentioned the Spinal, and I'm saying to Lanky play the Spinal era. Lanky play guard. You can't tell me nothing. No. I say Lanky, bring up my ball. Lanky play guard.
All right, Gary.
I want guard alone mean way.
Who that? Yo, I believe in there's no local product being marketed.
What position me play?
Forward. You have to work harder despite the situation with administration. You have to want it and push yourself. Find the ball game anywhere it is and build yourself. And that is exactly what I've been saying to Ladania. Listen, she have an interview even when tomorrow I think at 8 we need to take it in. Big up yourself, Ladania. She's saying exactly. We can't every day we highlight everything wrong.
Yeah,
I was quick to point out say this is what wrong. Listen, me I tell them I can't argue the point. It's wrong.
Yeah.
But what is good?
Gary, listen, Ladania did an interview with us. Ladania got a scholarship to go to a college in Canada, right?
Canada.
Well, Ladania said she couldn't do when she reached. You remember?
She couldn't do a reverse layup.
A reverse layup.
Mm-hmm.
And you have coaches down here who never teach her how to do that?
Our coaches move that. Now we show our question again. Our coaches don't want to be held accountable for lack of growth of athletes.
And that's why I say 50-50.
You say 50-50. You man say 50-50. Plymouth are just the players alone.
So if you want I can't the players alone.
In my opinion, really, I can't bully the man.
In my opinion.
All right, look at this picture. Right? Look at this picture. Willie, pre that picture, all right? Let's say point guard is like what? Like 6'1", right? Shooting guards like 6'3", small forward about 6'5" to 6'7", and you have a 6'8" and a 6'9" power forward and center, right?
Power forward.
Now you have one team where the 3 guards can dribble, the 2 big men only know how to do big men stuff, right? The next team has people who can handle the ball, knows the game, and has good IQ. Dean, if I'm a coach, I'm using 5 out on my team on every possession because anybody get the ISO, it's dead for the next person. The team can't come back down the court and do the same thing what we had to them. It's impossible. But there's no way you're going to see that in Jamaican high school basketball because the coaches them coach the players to do only one specific thing. It's that simple. Whether them want
Yuma, I realize you're moving to a 70-30 now. I think you're putting a lot of pressure on the coach. So you want to change it from 50-50, you want to do 60-40.
At the same time, that's why I encourage a lot of players to go to different coaches and learn from different coaches. Right? For example, Skid realized that I had a problem shooting, right? The first person him carry me to was shooting. We spend 2 hours after doing everything at Star Search and practice shooting and learn with shooting. Right? All of a sudden, I developed a good shot where people can bank on. When they say, yo, can leave Umar up 9 times out of 10 I met the shot. You see me I say? I had to go to different people because different coaches teach different things. Skid is a very development coach. He's an all-around person. He's going to make sure you know the all-around things of basketball. You need to go to different people. Lodge is a very big man coach. Him coach big man. People like Sullivan, Lodge, big men. That's who they coach. You see what I say? CB does a good job with guards. Stumble does a good job with swings and guards. You see what I say? You go to different people, you learn different things.
Wing.
You see what I say?
That's why you need 3 coaches on a team, and that may I try to say.
And that's why I still think it's 50-50.
Like Daniel, what I'm saying, because Rowan did when he reached back, but I'm just saying, that's something where you should have known before you even go there.
Before you leave.
You get what I say? And Peds now, when it come down, it come down to the player and what and how much that player wanted. Not in Jamaica, brother.
That's opinion.
I'm opinion. That's right, I'm opinion.
How was the player to know he wanted?
But you see it?
Remember that with that being said, Umar, a lot of stakeholders when they come on to basketball, because for example, if you realize I coach also even the stats team, and what you realize, you find out sometimes the referee go to the player and say to the player, say, you have mad ability. And next coach might walk past and say, Umar, you have game, You have maybe the league persons who are in charge of the league will see it. So you have your parents now look at you and say that you need it. So when you're saying, how will that player know if how much he wants it? It doesn't necessarily mean that to come directly from the coach itself. Because a lot of persons want to game. Even next players will say to you, Kyle we don't coach Kyle. We start play ball with Kyle, like I go ball and come out. Yeah. And I think a lot of things we say to Kyle, make Kyle realize, say, you know what? So we really play the sport, not to say him coach at him high school don't talk to him, but I'm saying when him come on the court as a young player playing with us and we are much bigger than Kyle always want to compete with us. And we always say, Kyle, you're not supposed to there.
Watch this now, Willie, right?
I have a question from Adrian. When you don't
Gary, may I talk to you?
Yeah.
But please do it the same way, Willie, right? Mm-hmm. Gary, you're a coach, right? Yeah. You're going out to scout. You see a 6'10" or 6'9" kid from Mandeville who's playing football,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if play football, right? As a coach, you're trying to convince him to play basketball. The kid's heard it before. He should play basketball because I'm tall. He has a bright future if him go play basketball, right? You're a coach. You have to convince him.
Linky and all them things.
You see what I'm saying? You have to convince him that, basketball is a sport that's not only going to get you further in life, but it's also going to teach you about life. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of kids that need that to be said to them or need that motivation from a coach perspective. You see me I say?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
them need that coach in a them life.
Exactly. You need look at this. Coaches aren't the ones to be blamed for players' lack of development. That is like saying the teacher in the classroom is responsible for the student not learning.
Well, in Jamaica, isn't that the case?
But look how much teacher you have where really the picking them now learn. You have bad teachers.
Hold on, question. You have Umar, Flimo, and Willie. You better answer yes or no. How many times have we witnessed, for example, a grade 6 teacher with a bunch of students, and when they come on to the result time after maybe a GSAT or now they're doing PEP results, more than half of the class is not placed in a non-traditional school? Who the parents normally blame? They blame the student or they blame the teacher for not teaching them properly? Who they normally blame?
50%.
Hold on. Make up your mind. You want a yes or no? Because that's your ask kind of.
That me
good. It's kind of rhetorical because we know that parents normally lash out at teacher in sometimes when the students or the child not learn.
Say back what you say. I'm focusing. Go on again.
All right. Adrian first mentioned coaches are the ones aren't the ones to be blamed for players' lack of development. That is like saying the teacher in the classroom is responsible for a student not learning. Mm-hmm. You're right. And I'm saying to you, Willard, your child is in grade 6, and you realize that when they go for the results, more than half of the class don't pass for a traditional school. For example, the KC, the Woolmans, back and forth. Majority of them pass for the
we're not
non-traditional school. When the parents them lash out against the students and to say, you're not putting enough work, or they're going to turn to the teacher and say, you're the fault they're not learning.
That sounds like a teacher fault, that's a brother.
So that contradicts what Adrian just said.
Of course, that me I try to. Me never agree with Adrian. Me not agree with Adrian. You have some.
But him right up to a point because
but previous. Me not like maths, you know. Me love maths up until me reach 9th grade. Till me meet one teacher named Mr. Smith. And from Mr. Smith come in at the class, brother. Me not like maths to this day. Me not like maths.
So that's how important the coaches are.
That's a two-sided question, Gary.
Yes.
Cause you know, some people blame the teachers and some cause them child.
Which is right.
You see me?
Which one is right?
You can't just say them are gonna blame the teacher alone. You see me? So the two of them get blamed. You can't say I just the teacher.
Okay. So you're sticking with the balance, which I totally agree. It has to be a balance. I totally believe and support that. That will be a balance. I believe strongly my views on it. Just like how you use the word a teacher, a coach must know theme work and know him knowledge onto the sport and know when him need help. I think that's the biggest problem. Sometimes we have ego when it comes on to coaching. We don't want to hear from our next coach because we might believe that the next coach intervene or we get knowledge this way. They are going to take the so-called praise because as what O'Neal mentioned, with Jamaica basketball, it's all about the win. So a coach wants to say, because I'm going to link Ruan have the kids them maybe on a Saturday morning and teach them certain things, why them win, and person not going to give them full respect. So it has to be a balance. And I'm looking at Jamaica overall and I'm saying, no, we look at the players to play internationally, make it to the NBA. We talk about the ref to get FIBA certification and all that. What are the goals for the coach? Are the coach displaying some their ability where you can look at them to be coaching overseas also, international standard, even make it to the NBA? Can you, Willie, right here, recommend even 2 coaches you think can go overseas and represent Jamaica? I don't want to put it on the spot. I don't know if you're bad like that. You're bad like that.
As a head coach?
You're bad like
I mean a part of a team.
No, run a program because they come on. Me believe like a coach.
Run a program?
Yes.
No, him call Rowan name, you know. I ask Rowan name what he coach right now.
Me nah answer that. Move on from this. So. What may I say? Like, what's the answer? These times where information is abundant, the player should make use of these resources and study the game. Facts. This is why we have YouTube. Me get it. YouTube are my favorite teacher, but if this is the point, right? Why would you need a coach? Why we need a coach then if we are gonna go out there and go learn on our own and study the game ourselves? Why do we need teachers?
Well, the question, Willard. So it's all everything. What you talk about? You want to like what you talk about?
I'm asking
somebody have to teach you for you to learn when you.
No, you can't go learn by yourself. This is what Adrian is saying, and I agree with him.
No, he's not saying that fully. Information is abundant.
So when you're born.
See, that's why your internet freeze you. That fooling should have asked me.
Yo, it's always important to have a coach. So don't even mention that. Say you can't listen to what Adrian said. These are additional things we need to do because you cannot learn. You don't learn everything in class. You still have to go home and you still have to put in the extra work, right? And even how you take notes and these and things, these are strategies that maybe your parents teach you. So listen, walk with these things and remember that when you're taking notes, even when the teacher talk up there, you jot down the notes them. From what she said, not only what you put on the board, you write in your book. You have different ways and means how you're going to learn. So Adrian is just saying that there's a wide world out there. We can go and find ways to assist in getting where we're supposed to. Coaches like teachers are just supposed to guide you. It's just a guiding thing.
Cut your crap. Once you say that, I talk about, you know, brother. What is this? What I mean by coaches are just supposed to guide you. Guide you what?
You want them done already. Them already. Them get work for no way. What them for do you?
I'm supposed to inspire you. You get me? There's a lot of things that I'm supposed to do.
Guy that still fall and the guy is just an umbrella. Inspire you, motivate you, give you the work, give you knowledge.
All of these
things.
No. Stop. There's a difference between a lecturer and a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You got people that will say stuff to you, right? And it will sound like it's nothing. It happens in school every day. You have that one teacher that's saying something but saying absolutely nothing. It happens every day. And you have a teacher who inspire you, use real world logistics and show you what it is they're teaching you. A coach is not only showing you, he's teach you the game, and he's actually showing you how it affects your life and how it's supposed to better your life.
But it still fall on the methodology still. It's still about the methodology. With lecturers now, basically you say they will speak and say that you are supposed to do bulk of work. There are different type of teachers. A teacher will come and walk on and sit even beside you and say, let me see what you're doing in your book. And next teacher might say, listen, make sure that the work that I put in the book, you get it done. It's just different methodology. Some teachers are more in tune to go close, how them socialize. You have teachers with charisma that when me step in the classroom, they don't want to sleep. You have some teachers that step inside, you just want to sleep because them really sound boring.
That's all I'm
not saying. What Leslie just said, just seems too simple. Coaches like teachers are just supposed to.
You want to move the guy to put inspire, motivate, be a coach, be your father, be your mother, everything. But I think it's still falling that Leslie kind of.
All right, we have a question here from Terry. Gary, why didn't you make it further in basketball while boasting as one of Jamaica's best big men?
To be honest, I can't answer that question. That went to demotivation.
I'm mute the mic till you're ready for talk. Sorry. Go on, Gary. Sorry.
All right. It goes back to demotivation. I was supposed to get a scholarship and Pensacola right within the same time with the Twin Towers bombing. I think it's supposed. I don't remember the next three players who was a part of that conversation. They called me, set up every single thing. I think I was supposed to go up the October. September, the chaos took place where everything just fall apart. US basically shut down, and it was pushed back to the following summer. Following summer, the agent didn't reach out to us. Then I started to say, listen, as I said before, demotivated, I said, you know what? I'm not going to put my eyes overseas, just going to move right along. I started to work electoral office, and then I get a job, start make some money. The money is nice, so I get comfortable with the money. Remy Key link me and say, Gary, it can still go through and come over GC Foster where I eventually go. So with that being said, I got the opportunity, but due to the fact of what took place within that year and a half, it demotivated me, and I just say, listen, I'm not looking that way again. So that's the real reason why I didn't go any further when it come on to basketball. So,
oh shoot, I never know. That sound like, you see me? I never know. Pick up yourself.
No, it's just fact. Sometimes you get a delay or a little something happen, and you might do it the wrong way. Some person say I stop and say, yo, may still go. And next person say I stop and get a next opportunity. As I said before, when you start work and make money, it change your mindset sometimes. It's not, we are not blaming coaches, We are asking the question. Players need to seek out basketball specialists. If you are a big man, find some big man to teach you post move.
Why? Yeah, but that's still a coach, because the coach not do it. You get why do we need a coach then?
Why?
Why do we need a coach then?
And why does the big man have to learn a post move?
That's humor, but humor, I'm going to defend that in a humor. Why a big man need to know post move? Because as I said before, we are supposed to be creating holistic players in the sense that even a point guard is supposed to be known to work from the post. So it's not a case where we're going to say the big man must just learn how to dribble and shoot because there's the game go. The big man must realize at some point.
Why couldn't it be if you're a player, find some players to teach you different moves?
Because we have specialists in every area. We must be cognizant and we can't be in denial. You have some persons who are bigger that might know how to play stronger in the post. You have the smaller persons, better ball. Right. For example, if I want to dribble, I might go to even Kyle.
Yes.
Yes.
Watch it.
Yeah, man, you can't look. I look on Giannis, we look on AD, all these guys to bring the ball on the coast to coast.
Anthony Davis, the game is evolving. Please wake up.
What is the team?
Please.
The Joker.
Flemo say something. Flemo,
we must have freeze, man.
That's why you freeze up, Flemo.
Come forward, don't you?
Flemo, stop freeze.
I know we Flemo, internet
people who are watching basketball in Jamaica, please.
I'm a basketball player because I'm trying to learn every single position.
Exactly, bro.
From 5 to 1.
Exactly.
So when you go in a game, you know, if you have a mismatch, you know, say, all right, you can post him up. If you have a mismatch where you're quicker than the guy we are marking, you can take him outside. You see me? You can know how to run a team.
LeBron does it all the time.
You see me?
Wrong comparison. LeBron.
I don't limit myself to a 3. I don't limit myself to small forward, but everybody label me as a small forward. You see me? I'm a basketball player.
Yo, Flemo, you're a small forward. Wallet, that you're dead. When them are right down your position,
a small forward, right? But with that being said, I'm saying we talk about business house, Willard, and I'm telling you about being a player that can do everything on the court. I think Flemo give crazy energy. Flemo one of them person once him up on the court, he might get it done, and normally him get it done. But I'm gonna speak now on Rogers. I watch Rogers play business house, and it was just like me just know say even though Flemo and him up on the team was just unfair. Rogers will come and just realize him can turn him back to the hoop and him beat down everybody and still score. I'm that strong. Rogers will shoot the tree easily from outside, and if you move, Rogers dunk for you. And him have the body build and everything. So you see, with that being said, we need the players them for can do every single thing. We're not supposed to take away. However, still Umar, you have to know where your strength is. You have to know where your strength is.
I am not saying that. Please put that comment up there, Willie. Please.
Put it back, Willie. Boy, you're talking about NBA superstars.
This is what I'm saying, right? This is what I'm saying. We, as Jamaican players, basketball players / coaches, right? The reason why these overseas countries will always have an edge on us is because when they're coaching or teaching basketball, they coach everything, not just one thing. Not because he's 6'10", we're just going to teach him a post move, and that's what he's going to rely on. No, we teach him everything. It's to the point where all the guys have to do is just show up to a practice, and a coaches, he don't got to teach them anything because they know everything already. We don't. The players here, they don't know everything, and that's why. It makes the coaches in Jamaica look bad, because when they go over there and they learn what they should have been learning here, it makes us look bad. It makes the Jamaican coaches look bad, brother.
But that's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, and that's the thing. Like, how does one coach per team, basically? In America, you have 3 to 4 coaches. You have a shooting coach. You have a dribbling coach. You have a strength and fitness coach.
Willard. No, listen, stop. Let me stop it there, sir. It's the first thing first. We don't really want to compare and come out to that, because you see those programs have a budget. You see Jamaica, you see our programs.
No one is comparing.
But how can we have 3-4 coaches and nobody not get paid?
I'm saying there's the disconnect. We don't have the facility and we don't have the coaching part. This is why coaching is a problem, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's what Umar probably has set up. Them coach everything up there. We can't do it down here. We're going to have one coach. Yes, all right. Put it this way. Yes, one school for decide to listen. I'll take this thing serious. We need 3 coaches and we're going to pay them. Look at a dynasty. That team will be a dynasty.
Period.
Really? And that again, we constantly highlight just. But we get some solution. Like how you can highlight the problem. Let me tell you the solution. The solution come from even what Umar said him father did. Him couldn't realize that Umar have an issue. You see a shooty, it's a shooty, help Umar that shot. Flimo, how many coaches call you and ask you to help them team either moving, showing how to cut on the court, back and forth, or any form of drills? Coaches can utilize things in the sense that they have good relationship, because most of these coaches coach NBL teams, so them have the older players them underneath them, and with them can invite to some of these training sessions and ask them to assist in areas that they might find themselves lacking, or in areas that them think them need some help from. But the fact that, as I said before, sometimes the ego is so big you don't even want to call a Willie and say, Willie, come help me with them 2 UTF to do this and that.
Really?
Help Umar come help them UTF to do something like that. Because I come out like Umar and train them kids them and not them. The ego is well high. Yes, Umar.
Can I point out something to you? Go on, Filmo. Sorry. Because see your internet thing do a thing.
It freeze again?
Looks up.
January.
You, man, go.
All right, watch this. And before anybody get, this is just facts. I researched it just a while ago, right? I'm comparing two people that I know, right? They're both from Jamaica, right? Both from Jamaica, both play the same position. Zine? Mr. Pinnock, Huntley Pinnock, right? He's a center.
He's a what?
He's a center, right?
Yes.
He's a center. He's 6'9", from Kingston, Jamaica. He went to Camperdown, correct? Cool. His career highs, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks. Zine, playing the big man position. Now we look at somebody like Richards. Zine, Richards averaged 10 off the bench, you know. He's averaging 10. You see me? He's averaging he has 5 steals, 10 rebounds, 5 blocks. Zine, those 10 to 6 points, I guarantee you is not only off a post move. Promise you. 100%.
Well, what's the minutes? You have to check the minutes. How many minutes the playing time? Depending on the squad, they might just get certain amount of time. A lot of things to look for.
You can definitely get that too.
Yeah. Willard, what did you see that comment a while ago?
No, Huntley, you said we were saying bringing a specialist. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, but I still see specialists as coaches, you know.
Yeah.
Huntley. So that's what I am saying, that I think if you're trying to get to the next level, you're gonna need a proper coaching staff. You get me? To work on a player shooting, their fitness, them strength, all of these things to help the player to get to the next level. So when a player, they might get a scholarship for go train for a school abroad, him not come back and say you're training it too hard.
Willard,
him not have problems that I learned and players.
We can always talk about if we have honey and all of the good things and this and that. But what are we doing? We will never get everything right. How can we move forward? We have to find some this, and I'm saying to you, we don't have those coaches on payroll. However, we have players who want to volunteer, who want to assist.
Very, very good point, my brother. That is a very good idea. I love the idea, yeah. We need to look into this.
Yo, if Star Stage could happen for a month, you would see how much players, brother.
We need to look into this, a basketball academy.
Yeah, I think that's someone is fast.
I see them have a academy in
just like how them have a Mount Pleasant up here in St. It's exactly what we need for basketball, brother.
But we are talking about basketball facility how long? A long time we are talking about basketball.
Be done.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying now. This is something that we always mention, but what I'm saying, Willard, what can we do now? Pandemic is coming to, basically they are going to open the sporting arenas by October. What can we do now? You mentioned about getting more persons and staff to assist the coaches. How can we go about that with not a proper budget presented to these coaches? And my suggestion, because I hear the problem, this is one of my solutions, reach out to the players them, even on a Saturday, who might be extremely good at a particular skill. Bring them to your training session and ask them volunteer, because that's where we have to go for now until we can get the schools them to put up this big money to get 3-4 different coaches. Can I see that happening soon? No, because guess what? If you know about high school, or especially what is going on, money is an issue. And then we are going to have this whole heap of protocols they need to put in place where them have to go deep into the budget to purchase extra this every week. So link a Slayers player who might be good at this. Link a player from Falmouth who might be good at this. Invite them to your training session and get some of the load off and help them. They might not be specialists, but they are good at a particular skill. Be a head coach and oversee everything. So get these NBA players in. We have a lot of NBA players who I know for a fact that will come in and give even a half an hour on a Saturday, an hour. And it will really help. It will really help. As well, the mere fact that Plymouth turn up at some of these high schools and them say Plymouth are dominating a business house, NBA. Yeah. That is in itself is a motivation to say, you know, say a Plymouth may train one day. So we need to, that's one of my solutions going forward.
The thing is, remember, we have this little rivalry between Arborview and Boulevard.
Boulevard is a rivalry. We don't always win. How that become a rivalry? If we always win.
What are you saying, bro?
More to Boulevard. I'm not talking win.
Yeah.
Yo.
When you come there when me there.
I come for Grand Spend, but guess what? Since you Grand Spend, bubble so big.
What's your name? Saturday morning, 6 o'clock, I always up a Boulevard Church. Right beside me, it is a workout.
Back.
Goofy, Ludlow, Simone Jackson, Bird, them can tell you every Saturday morning I'm there putting work.
Yeah, man. Never change the try beat
with
with.
me and two of my brethren.
Go and trade, man. Because Mr. Trevor run off your mouth, you know, and Dufton and all.
Yo, Umar. When me and Willie touch all of these places them talk about. When you walk on the court, I mean just a beat up everybody and we kill everything. And then man, you work out, a jump, a fly, and we are beating up. But I understand, yo.
Y'all know the game. Y'all know the game. It's different because y'all know the game, brother.
But the thing is, you, Mar. When them come there, me not dead there. That's the thing. When them come there, Simon not dead there.
Like me, and
them beat up, look who strap them when dead there. So
yeah,
we don't know what them are say.
Yo.
Because it's me, them know say, other side go.
Alright, yes, you, man. We are getting for wrap up now, yeah.
Yeah, you see, when you play certain places, you have, as a player, when you develop yourself, you have to know how to play when you play against certain people. Is it grand spend, right? When me get the rebound, you know, them man slug up the court, you know, brother. So every tell the man them say, yo, every time I get the rebound, because when them score, them back turn, them feel like, oh yeah, we're the man, you know, we score, and the bucket go up. What, you know? You say we'll play somewhere like Calabar now, or Boulevard, or even Camperdown, right? You have people where them eyes up, them alert as soon as the ball hit the rim. You see me? So you start to play smarter now, more relaxed. I get a bucket. You see me?
Yeah, Papa Grassman play good defense. So you talk, but you know, like so we have a video show people now play defense.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but
no defense, brother. Yo, what about video? Mr. Flimmer will be as some other man. The man them literally just walk up the court. Like that's the basket. They just walk up and just slow pass it. And the man them win same way now. Listen, when it comes, yo, I just feel say age I go beat you, you know, because we don't work hard like how we usually work. So we have that over. So no matter how far the game when you talk about Umar when we see them run up and down, that's not gonna make you really win game against them old man, you know.
But it depends who you're playing against. So, all right, me can't talk for myself.
Yeah.
Me can't talk for myself. You see me? When you're playing certain people, you have to know when you're supposed to be playing. If I know the person can't guard me and can't get down the court before me, I'm gonna push the ball because he's not gonna get down the court before me. You see me? I say, but if there's a man who play aggressive defense, you're gonna have to switch up your game a little bit. You're gonna have to make smarter choices, less turnovers. You see me? I say.
So Omar, you feel you can pick a set of high school players for beats like Flemo and will be them in a full court?
It depends. I'll have to look.
Depends on what.
It might get rough up, man. It might get rough up bad, man.
I want to get players on my team who one knows the game, right? And can adapt to the tempo.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, it no matter. Pick up. You feel your best 5 high school players. Could I be Flemo best 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we arrange something like that? Like more them things there.
Bro, I never back down from anything, bro.
Yeah, back down. That means I'm not gonna lose, William. Just not back down.
No. This is what I'm saying. The worst thing that can happen is the worst thing that happens is I learn something.
You learn something, but you say you will win. So I don't want you want the worst thing.
What you said to lose?
No, but you say yeah, you can win, and then you say, oh, the worst thing that can happen is I will learn something. You don't want to hear the worst thing.
All right. So I'm not gonna lose.
Mute Flemo. Let us close up. As I said, we'll move this question. The topic today was are coaches to be held accountable for the lack of growth of athletes? Flemo said the players are supposed to be all responsible. Willard says a 50-50. I think Umar say also is a 50-50, and I too agree. So 3 out of 4 agree that it's a balance. The coaches and the players must put in the work needed to reach that next level. With that being said, we have to give a shout out to Goofy and Simon. That team, I realize they're organizing some social distance training session out by Boulevard at Calabar High School and also Portmore. Yeah. So those, I know it's been rotated in the groups. We are going to see if we can put it on our Instagram so you guys can see what is going on. Zion put in the work and he realized he's no rip. That's how they describe him. So it's time for you all. Yeah.
We cut off. We have to big up this man again.
Oh, definitely up and running. The general.
Yeah,
you
talk. Little brother that.
Yeah, man. Are you there? Can't believe so, yo. Man, Willie play my little brother better than you.
Man. Yes. Well, 15 points a game.
What a big up a brother here too.
Hennessy, man.
Yes, no.
Look.
IQ we are talk, boy. I'm not pretty skilled.
When I put in him work, you.
IQ I'm problem.
Anybody go there so come back, Come back and kill him. Look, man.
J.R. Smith is going to do what he always does. He
drink.
First 15 games like a done.
Drink anything.
Players going to come and I'm going to beer crap.
Drink some Hennessy and touch a game. I true a LeBron friend.
Go in and players on the beer crap as usual. That's probably one of the worst trades. Honestly.
Okay. Alright then. And with that being said,
sign him free agent.
Yeah.
Well, sign him as a free agent.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah. As
usual.
Yes, that's what I was about to mention. Tomorrow, we have Tanya Lee on set talking about marketing, and also it will be a good interview, and I'm saying that early out. So players, coaches, managers who want to know about marketing, how to get yourself out there. This is an interview. I think you guys can tune in, ask questions. I'm encouraging you guys. Ask a lot of questions. What you don't know, you get an opportunity to learn, and knowledge is power. So with whatever you're doing, you want to be knowledgeable. So please tune in tomorrow. I'm sorry, it can't go. I want this interview to go. Because
that's too much, brother.
No, man. Me really, I think how important. I want the players, them, the coaches, and managers them to come out and see this. I don't know what else to do, Willard, because you have persons that come to the groups, them mention about opportunities, this and that, and when we present, I put persons on set where them can ask the questions that they're asking in the group and get professional advice. They are not tuning. They are not following the program.
Me and youth. We are
me tell you to call the coach's name, I call it, so I'm not call. I hear how go on. Big man thing.
Playing time for any team when I go on.
Yeah. Then good. Alright, so
also your opinion, man. If you're not talking about Ruan, a Ruan. If you're not talking about Pete, a Pete. If a Tumbo, if a Brown, a Brown. Thanks, brother.
Alright,
nobody can drink me,
Yeah, man. And also, after our interview is 6 o'clock, right? After our interview, we're going to go right over to WBA to support LaDania, always a part of our group. I know she have an interview there, so we'll be there. LaDania, big up yourself. One Love, West Side, East Side, North, all over. You don't know, it's all about love. Yeah, so tomorrow, tune in, Tanya Lee on set.
Yeah, man. Big up to all the viewers. Squad. And as always, remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah,
tell your friends.
Everybody else supposed to subscribe, Yeah, if everybody else, man. Even if you have a 3-year-old son, just get him a Gmail and just say,
create one for him.
Create one for him. You get me? So big up yourself. I don't know, interviews called in the building. Thursday, up and running.
We're out.
We're out.